Hey guys, happy Tell It Like It Is Tuesday. It is one of those nights where you're like, I'm listening, I'm patiently waiting for him to get up for like the third time. It's being a mom. It's being a mom. So if you're a mom or you just need some encouragement for some things that us women almost all do, please share this video. I'm going to give you some truth bombs about what it means to be a bad mom and some things that you really need to hear. So I'm going to invite some people to join us. I would love for you to do the same because I really feel like this is something that so many people can benefit from. Give me a little shout out, like a Christmas tree, maybe, if you recently saw the Bad Moms Christmas movie. Just came out, was it last Thursday? I don't know. I saw it on Friday. It was a great movie. And something that, you know, plays on the fact that there's a lot of different types of moms in this world, yet there's all of the same expectations and fallacies that we go through in our head about what that mom is supposed to be, what we're supposed to do, what we're supposed to volunteer for. We can never have doubts. We always have to say the perfect thing and make sure our kids are doing all these things. Like, it's a bunch of hoop. It's a bunch of hoopla, and we're just way too amazing to be caught up in all of this crap. So I'm just going to invite a few people. Like I said, please share. I would love to reach some other moms that just need to hear this message about what really matters and how much moms really worry too much. Really worry too much. So I'm going to give it just a second here. I'm hoping my kid doesn't wake up again. He's not been a very good sleeper recently. And so there's that. But, you know, that maybe makes me a bad mom. Sure, I'll take it. I'll tell you why I'm going to take the rap on the rest of this being a bad mom, because it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so give me a little shout out if you're jumping on, if you've seen the Bad Moms movie or any of the series. Just give me a little Christmas tree, because Bad Moms Christmas was hilarious and had 3 completely different types of moms in it. And it then also had their moms. So you really get to see this like transformation from like generation to generation about how moms operate and like the new challenges that they have. The hard of our moms' lives is not the same hard as now. It's just totally different. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. The other day, Emily asked me, she goes, Mom, is being a mom fun? And I'm like, yeah, I'm most of the time, yeah. But I told her, I said, it's the most fun I've ever had, and it is the hardest thing I've ever done all in one. Like, you give up everything. Like, your schedule now revolves around this nucleus of children. And, you know, most of the time, the fun outweighs the bad. Most of the time. There are some days that you're just like, I cannot get through this. Like, but here's what I want to tell you. Here's a couple things. Like I said, share with a mom friend of yours, because they need to hear this, okay? We all feel like failures from time to time. All of us have had that moment in our head. We've all cried in the bathroom. Like, I'm going to the bathroom, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I've cried in a pantry. Like, you just sometimes need a tiny second of a break to like recollect yourself. We've all yelled at our kids and then apologized profusely for that. Like, you realize you totally snapped, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a horrible mom. We have all sent our kids to school, and like whatever they show up with, like my daughter has come up and I'm like, I can't even comment. Whatever, that's fine. That's your style. That's your role. You do your thing. That's cool. We've all been on the absolute edge of the bed or even slept on the floor just so we could all sleep together. I just want sleep. I don't care if I'm on the edge of the bed or on the floor or, you know, sleeping on the living room floor. Really, it doesn't matter. Sometimes I want sleep. We've all dropped our kids off in sweatpants and a mom bun. Like, if you haven't, like, you seriously haven't lived. You seriously haven't lived. Because you know what? You don't even have to get out of the car. So, like, drop some shades. Bye-bye. Who cares? Sweatpants, no big deal. But we have all been there. We have all felt like failures. But we're not. We're just putting too much pressure on ourselves. And so I was thinking, I saw the Bad Moms Christmas movie. I've seen the first one. And it really got me thinking, like, one, we are all different moms. We are all different moms, and two, we all love our kids. Like, so those are really the only two things that matter. They really are. But I'm going to give you a couple truths just because I need to feel myself be reminded of these things, and I hope that it reminds you guys of some other things because we really, really look past them all the time. Hey, Michelle. I was just watching your video. I love it. I love having inspirational women in my life. It's just so amazing. Okay, so we've all felt like the bad mom at some point in our life, but here are 6 truths that you need to know, okay? 1, you're here. You're here listening to this, or you've been shared it, or what have you, or you're reading the blog. You've needed some sort of validation that everything is okay, that this is normal, that we've all had the same feelings. Because we all have had the same feeling. But you are seeking a solution. You are seeking an answer, and you are trying to fix things, okay? So that's a huge, huge truth about feeling like a bad mom, is that you're already trying to fix things. Like, we're not right all the time. Nobody is. We don't know the right answer all the time. Nobody does. But we're just trying to work through that cycle and find the right answer. So 1, you're here. Congratulations. High five. Okay? We're already on a roll. Okay? 2, this one I saw in an image the other day, and it just completely struck me. And I'm going to read it because I want to make sure I got it right. Our failures, our weaknesses, and our sins are not who we are. Okay? They are not who we are. Our sins, our failures, our weaknesses are not who we are. Like, you are an amazing mom already. We all have rough spots, okay? Tomorrow's gonna be better, most likely, right? These moments don't define us. They don't define our character or determine the greater outcome. They are just moments, but they are not who we are, okay? Remember that. They're not who we are, okay? Number 3, I have these written down because I get sidetracked if I don't have notes. When you are tired and stressed, your filter guard is down, okay? You guys ever remember, like, you know, a time where you're just like, okay, whatever you want, like, that's fine. I'm tired. I'm so exhausted, okay? Right? Your whole guard's down. The same thing happens when you start to have negative thoughts coming into your head, is that you almost don't have the ability to combat them, okay? So you got to be on the lookout for those times that you're overtired, you know, stressed out, and your brain tricks you into believing these like horrible thoughts and fallacies and lies in your head that you are a bad mom, because you're not. You're just tired, okay? So get in front of that. Stop it before it starts, or shut it down when it happens, okay? Those are not realistic thoughts. You're tired, you're stressed. That doesn't mean you are a bad mom. That's just your situation and your environment for the time being. Find a way to fix it, shut it down, okay? Number 4, we've all had bad days. All of us, we've all had bad days. Here's the thing though. It's the sum, okay? Stay with me. It's the sum, not 1, right? Everything that happens in our kids' lives and the characters that they are built into and the experiences in life that they have are the sum of all of those things. It's not 1. It's not 1 moment. So that one time that you yelled at them, that one bad day that you had, that one time that you couldn't get them what they wanted, it doesn't matter. It is the sum of all of the things that you do, the experiences that you have, the moments that you have, the things that you share. All of those things contribute to their character. So if you didn't get them Nikes, if you forgot their lunch, whatever, those moments don't matter. And you know what? You won't, and probably they won't remember ever when it comes down to it. You know, 20 years from now when you're talking about life, they're not going to be like, remember that one time you forgot to pack my lunch? Nobody cares. They don't care. But they're going to be like, remember that one trip we went on, or that one time that, you know, you showed up and, you know, turned my whole project around. Like, that's what they remember, okay? So remember the sum, not the 1. Nobody remembers those specific bad days. Like, let them be the day and move on. Okay? Number 5, trying to manage being overtired is a struggle. Yes, it is absolutely a struggle, like every day. 5, we do too much of the things that we don't like, far beyond what we are really gifted in, and not enough of where our talents lie. Okay? I'm going to say that one more time because it's so, so important. We do too much of the things that we don't like. We are far beyond what we are really gifted in, and we're not enough of where our talents are, okay? So what I mean is, it's great to volunteer. It's great to try to do all these extra things, but do not overstress yourself about things that you are not gifted in. It's okay. I can't create those walls with the arrows and the frames and the words to save my life, okay? That's just not a talent of mine. I don't come up with the best gifts, like I can't even think of one. I can't even think of one because I get these cute little gifts like daycare moms and all those things. They're so good at those gifts and being creative with that. Like, it's totally not me. Like, I can't think of that. I'm like, here's a bottle of wine. Sorry for my crazy kid, right? But what I am gifted in is coming up with things on the fly, like finding 8 solutions to, finishing a science project at the last minute, always the night before, right? Finding ways to interact with my kids in ways that are unique to me or a gift to me, okay? So you got to think about what your gifts are in terms of, how you work with your kids, but also how you extend yourself, in a volunteer standpoint or, any other thing. Like, everyone has a different mothering style. They have a different personality style. Don't volunteer for things that are going to make you miserable because they sent you an email 5 times, right? Like, you should really, really focus on being the person that you are and giving the gifts that you have and being the mom that you are. We're not the same moms. We aren't. We just aren't. And you've got to stop, putting that pressure on yourself to, give in a way or be authentic in a way that you aren't really, okay? So really, really hold true to the gifts and focus on the things that you've got really, innately. Those are your talents. Like, don't put those aside to be something else, okay? Number 6, everyone's got their heart, okay? Everyone has got their heart. Whether you have older kids, younger kids, special needs kids, far between kids, I could Dr. Seuss rhyme this thing all out, but the reality of it is that we all have challenges. It is hard. Being a mom is hard. Like, you are making decisions for someone else's life all the time. All the time. From what they eat, to what they wear, to where they sleep, to where they go, what rules you have, what things, all of these things play into a part of these, stress levels and tired. And, what we have to do is just remember, it's okay to not handle things well. It's okay to be overwhelmed. Like, don't compare yourself to anybody else or anyone else's situation. And I say like Facebook situation because sometimes, you see, oh my gosh, look at this cute Pinterest project. Oh my gosh, look at these, super thoughtful things that these people did, what have you. Like, you start comparing yourselves. And at the end of the day, you're not a bad mom because you don't have the most creative elf on the shelf, right? Like, you're a mom that your kids love and appreciate because you even take the time to figure out stupid things for this silly elf, 30 days in a row. That's so hard. And some days I forget. And some days Patty, our elf, ends up sick. Or sometimes he got so tired he forgot to move. That doesn't make me a bad mom. It makes me human. And the fact that I'm even trying is the point. That is the point. So you guys, we have to walk ourselves back. Don't compare. Don't, stress yourself out. Let it be what it is. Your failures and weaknesses do not define you. It doesn't, shape your entire kid's life if you forget the celery and, the school project for a day. It shapes their lives when you're there for them, you love them, and you're consistent with them, right? If you're creative in an artistic way or creative in a crazy kind of fun way, whatever it is, that's who they appreciate. That's who they're going to remember. And they're going to remember the mom that was in her zone, in her jive, doing her thing, not the mom that was PTA vice president, and not the mom that volunteered 37 hours at hockey, and not the mom that those credentials will never weigh in with your kids. They will remember if you were there, the relationship that you had with them, and how you helped build them and shape them. So give yourselves a break. take a freaking nap, go to bed early. It's okay. Like, give yourself some grace. You don't need to be perfect. We're all bad moms, and that's perfectly okay. So I'm going to read one quote with you before we end. I read this quote the other day. Comparison is the robber of joy. Yes. Yep. It's absolutely like every time you compare yourself to something else, something will not measure up. Always, always, always. So here's what I'm going to leave you with today. We've got the 6 truths of being a bad mom that you had to hear. Okay. We're really trying to get past the perception that there's a good mom and a bad mom. Okay. There is a mom who's doing what she can for her kids. Let it be what it's going to be, and just, be who you are. You are the mother who you're supposed to be. Nobody's bad. They're just different. That's all good. Okay. So finish each day and be done with it. Okay. Who brings their day into the whole week, maybe month? Okay. All the time. Finish each day and be done with it. Done. Bye-bye. See you later. You have done what you could. Okay? Some blunders and absurdities, no doubt, crept in. All the time. All the time that happens, okay? Forget them as soon as you can. Do not dwell on them, okay? Kick them out. Shut it down. Tomorrow is a new day, okay? Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it well and serenely, with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. Super, super poetic. But basically, forget yesterday, move on with tomorrow, and, really don't give any negativity or yesterday's any weight, because it's gone. It's unchangeable. It's a memory. You give access to what you give attention to, okay? You give access what you give attention to. So when you continually give attention to those memories, those things of the past that cannot be changed, you will continue to have that filter in your everyday life, okay? So put it behind you, shut it down, look forward, figure out what you can learn from it at best, and move on. Congratulate yourself for getting through another day. Pat yourself on the back. You guys are all amazing, amazing moms. You are raising human beings. You are in a management position of somebody's entire life, and that's pretty awesome. So love it, really indulge in it, the positivity. It's amazing. It's hard. It's super hard, but give yourself a break, give yourself some grace, and be able to look at this for what kind of opportunity it is, for you to play this role in their life. So I appreciate you guys so much. I just am so thankful for all of the people that are watching this, but also for the moms that really give it their all every single day. You are appreciated and you are loved. And I really, really hope that you can give yourself a break and find some ways to harness being a bad mom, because it's not so bad. All right. Love you guys.